Let's delve into the world of personalized longevity with Professor Milena Georgieva. As a renowned molecular biology professor and CSO at EPIX.AI, a cutting-edge company that combines the power of epigenetics and AI, Professor Georgieva is reshaping the future of aging research. With over 100 peer-reviewed publications to her name, Milena has cemented her place as a leading figure in scientific knowledge. Her passion for unraveling the complexities of the aging process has driven her to push the boundaries of molecular biology, genetics, and epigenetics. She's an honorary member of the advisory board of M3 Communications Group Incorporated, and brings her strategic acumen to the intersection of science and communication, ensuring that groundbreaking discoveries reach a wider audience. A sought-after guest lecturer at numerous events, including the prestigious TED platform, I'm pleased to welcome her to Webit Stage Next.
Well, hello everyone. It's a real pleasure to be on this insightful event on which we will discuss artificial intelligence and its possibilities to change healthcare and, in our case, longevity. It's truly impressive to speak about aging. And you know that aging has been intriguing the humanity from its first origin, from the humanity dawn. And you agree with me that nobody wants to get old. Me neither, by the way. And even Picasso has been depicting himself in his self-portraits on different decades of his life. And you can see on the pictures that at the age of 90 years old, he has been projecting himself as a very ugly and frightening figure. Why? Because we are afraid of the process. And why we are afraid of the process is because we do not understand it. This is the problem. In order to control a process, a biological one, an evolutionarily conserved process like the aging, you need to know its biological roots. You need to know its molecular roots and signaling pathways. Well, aging. A very intriguing topic. Nobody wants to get old, indeed. And it's not only a vanity. It's not only a desire to stay always young and beautiful and active. It's also connected with a lot of diseases. And we heard about many of them in the previous talks. Luckily, in 2021, the World Health Organization declared aging as a disease according to the International Classification of Age and gave it a code. Well, today we have a lot of debates on whether such a normal biological process should be classified as a disease, but yet it spurred a lot of discussion in the field and a lot of interest from every single field in our life. And a lot of investments started to come and boost the process of studying the biological roots of aging and its molecular pathways. The United Nations, in exactly the same year, proclaimed the decade of healthy aging, healthy active aging, that is aiming to prolong human health span, to progress as Homo sapiens. Why aging is such a topic in the field? It is because it's connected with a lot of age-related diseases that accelerate with aging and are also accelerated by risk factors like unhealthy eating and obesity, alcohol misuse, tobacco smoking, problematic screen use as a very modern contemporary factor of our modern societies nowadays. And what's important is that those risk factors are responsible for non-communicable diseases, which take the life of every 7 of 10 people, which means that these are hidden pandemics that are now here, that are among us, and we need to take measures with the help of science, medicine, and of course, artificial intelligence. We are living in a demographic crisis. If we follow the age of the populations on the planet Earth, we can see that we are growing old and the population is getting old. And what's the problem with this? Is the fact that we start to spend huge amount of money to treat the downstream events of aging, to treat the downstream events of the health risk factors instead of trying to tackle the process from the very beginning, where the lever is not already climbing down, but we also at that point have a chance to return the process, slow it down, moderate it, try to control it. Why? Because even one extra year of healthy life can bring huge financial, medical, and social benefits. But how to make this transition? Can we change the slide, please? Thank you. How to make the transition between the lifespan and the health span, and what's the difference between the two? When we refer to lifespan, we speak about the years in which the human being is alive. But it is always marked by age-related diseases. Finally, we go to death. When we talk about health span, we talk about those years in which we are alive, but we are healthy and we are active. And the aim of the scientist is to prolong not the lifespan, but to prolong the health span. How to do this? This requires the combined efforts of scientists, medical specialists, business, government, and all decision makers in order to take smart steps to identify the risk factors in our contemporary life, also to evaluate their risk, to see what harm to the human health it brings, and also to provide health and smarter strategies for healthier life and longer health span. In October last year, we released this report called Invincible Pandemics. And what's important here is to mind the question mark that we put in between invincible pandemics. And believe me, this report has been created by natural intelligence, but it paved the road to the recognition of those risk factors that are responsible for the worsening of human health, for those lifespan years in which we are not healthy. Because the statistics show that we live longer, but unfortunately, we are not healthier. And here comes the aim of the scientists and all the specialists that stay behind this report, and they are specialists in the fields like molecular biology, psychology, pharmacology, and health economics as well, just to recognize those factors and start fighting for amelioration of the human health. Well, this is not an easy task, by the way, because the process of biological age and biological aging is very complicated. If we try to project the human body as an aging body, we can see there are a huge amount of data, biological data, transcriptomics, genomics, epigenomics, that we have to collect, to manage, to evaluate, in order to create models, in order to create possibilities for diagnostics and precision medicine. And here comes the intersection between biology of aging, the biology of human body, and the artificial intelligence. If we go back historically at the beginning of the DNA revolution, back in 1953, when the DNA helix structure, double helix structure, has been discovered, we can see that 3 years later, in 1956, the term artificial intelligence has been coined. And what happened? The two revolutions have been moving in parallel until 2015, 2018, when they coincided, started to work in conjunction. And as Professor Ahmed said, in medicine, in biomedicine, the intersection between science and artificial intelligence is the most obvious and maybe the most promising for humanity. Why? Why? Because artificial intelligence models can very quickly process huge amount of data. They can recognize models and patterns that are invisible for us. And also, they can allow us to recognize health risk factors and provide strategies for healthier alternatives.
Artificial intelligence in biological aging is very helpful nowadays in our hands, the scientists and medical specialists, because it allows us a very precise genetic risk assessment, also a very precise lifestyle assessment, health monitoring technologies, and here comes artificial intelligence and machine learning that deals with this data and make this personalized longevity a possibility nowadays when we can propose protocols for tailor-made anti-aging strategies and interventions. What we need now urgently, as scientists and specialists in the field, we need lifestyle improvement, acknowledgement of the importance of this lifestyle improvement. Also, we need very clever, smart, and fast real-time monitoring of health, very precise biological aging markers, which are very important, also very precise and accurate biological clocks, and of course, accelerated protocols for geroprotectives and their clinical trials. Well, are we ready for the longevity revolution and innovations? Specialists in the field divided in 3 certain phases. I can assure you that today we are in the phase 1, where we speak about digital health, we speak about health risk assessment, we speak about preventive medicine and harm reduction. Tomorrow, which is just around the corner, is artificial intelligence and precision medicine in longevity field. And Horizon 3 is augmented humans and the Internet of Body. And this is happening. And I'm very happy that we are here today together in such a forum to discuss these opportunities. Are we ready? We have to decide for ourselves. Thank you.